Placebo. we've seen a placebo already, but here's another placebo. A harmless pill, medicine, or procedure prescribed for more. Let's start again with that. A harmless pill, medicine, or procedure prescribed more for the psychological benefit to the patient than for any psychological effect. The origin of the word: I will please the Lord in the land of the living. I shall please, to please. A medicine given more to please than to benefit the patient. Placebo effect is attested from the 1900s. Let's keep this in mind. To please. And move on. Virtue signaling. Hopefully this part doesn't get my video taken down, because if it does, I'm going to have to reshoot the whole thing and just pretend like this never happened, and maybe just change the picture. But this is virtue signaling right here. Virtue signaling is a pejorative term for the expression of a moral viewpoint with the intent of communicating good character. So you see the thing here behind the words that you can't see, hopefully I hit it well enough, is what you call the internal protection. And this thing right here is called the external protection. And basically, virtue signaling is, I don't wear this mask for me, I wear it for you. I'm a hero. Don't you know heroes wear masks? Look at me, I got the thing and I did it for you. Yeah, true story. That's what that is. Yeah, that's a true story. That is what happens with these virtue signaling. And I'd like to add, on a deeper level, virtue signaling is people who are virtue signaling have the mask. They're pro-mask, because what they're hiding is their fear, because they have the most fear out of all of us. So they deserve a little bit of compassion for that. But at the same time, why don't you just fucking admit it? Why don't you just admit it? You're afraid. Like what's wrong with admitting it? Jeez, you know, I'm gonna be a hero. So who's responsible for all this nonsense? The Illuminati is what I like to call them. And the Illuminati use their knowledge of you and your capacity to create a world that is most advantageous for them, not for you. You're just the means to an end. Get it? They do this by manipulating your imagination, because your imagination is your creation station. It's where you create from here. And if you're not using this, it'll come from the screen, and the screen will give you the vision. And then you will repeat after you've memorized it, and you will go out. And there's a lot of subliminals. There is a abundance of subliminals. We call it submersive even. Have a video coming out on that soon, just on that topic. If you want to learn more about that, there's a little movie called The Great Subliminal Message Deception. Woke me up. Watched it about 2012. It's really good. Anyways, let's read what this has to say about the imagination. It's a faculty or an action of forming new ideas or images or concepts of external objects not present to the senses. But you can make them present to your senses in the imagination. FYI. It's the ability of the mind to be creative or resourceful, the part of the mind that imagines things. It's a faculty of the mind which forms and manipulates images, concept, mental picture, hallucination, imagination of fancy, to form, make image of, represent, an image, a likeness, to copy, to imitate. This is a quote from Neville Goddard. He has good books with really good exercises for your imagination and to strengthen your attention. I highly recommend it. Your imagination is God, or the creator, as I like to refer, the one mind. It is the creative power through which you can manifest anything into the physical. In the teachings of Neville Goddard, he emphasizes the power of imagination. This power is within you. It is not somewhere outside of yourself that you have to chase down. It's not. But you can get it served to you through your TV screen. Have your own. They also want to squash your curiosity. Curiosity is a strong desire to know or learn something. It's also a strange, unusual object or a fact. And we got some strange facts here, let me tell you. It's a careful attention to detail, skilled workmanship, desire to know or learn, inquisitiveness, prying, idle, or avidly choosiness. Desire for knowledge, inquisitiveness, careful, diligent, inquiring, eagerly, meddlesome care. A desire to learn, see what is strange or unknown. An object of interest, something rare or strange, something considered novel, rare, or bizarre. See, so they squash your curiosity by saying that we've already figured that out. The science knows all the answers, so you don't have to look twice. Don't look, because we already know. And if somebody's looking, they're wrong, because we're the authorities. The authorities, the opposite of the authority, is the authentic. The quality of being authentic is undisputed, origin, and genuine. Authoritative, duly authorized, authentic, canonical, original, genuine principle. One acting from one's own authority, self, doer, being, to accomplish, to achieve a sense of real, entitled acceptance as factual. So there's the internal author and the external author. The internal author is your authenticity. The external author is the authenticity, the authority. Yeah, it's the authority. So, you know, keep that in mind, because you gotta watch out. Hear no creation, see no creation, speak no creator. Consume, conform, obey. Look at that. We got the little, giving them a little shit diamond in the back there. What's this all about? This is what they're trying to teach you. You got the evolution book in the background there, and boy, there's something that they're trying to keep from you. They're trying to hide something. What is it? You are the creator. That's it. They're hiding that. They need you to create the world for them, because it's a Magi nation. We are the Magi. And you peek behind the veil. Take a look. There's more out there than what you see. There's so much more. What's a Magi? It's a wise man. They say wise men. You should say wise people, whatever, you know, who cares? Skilled magicians, astrologers, magicians, learned magicians, magician. The magus, the magical beings, master of the elements. See that? Curiosity. You just gotta like peel it back. Just peel it back and take a look. If you don't look, you're not going to see it. Because the future belongs to the curious, the ones who are not afraid to try it, explore it, poke at it, turn it inside out. Comparing yourself to others is an act of violence against your authentic self. You're amazing. You got to know that. Oh, what's this? That's okay. So misaligned. Who you are and what you do. Authentic behaviors and alien behaviors. And this authentic person looks like I'm there. It's when you mix what you do with who you are. That's hilarious. I just put myself there. I didn't really plan that. So that's good. I like it. I could get down with that. Authenticity is not something we have or don't have. It's a practice. It's a conscious choice of how we want to live. Authenticity is a collection of choices that we have to make every day. It's about the choice to show up and be real, the choice to be honest, and the choice to let our true selves be seen. Thank you, Brenner Brown. Appreciate it. So from what I understand, authenticity leads to sovereignty. And my name's Vern. So just one time someone asked me, what does sovereignty mean to you? And I said, well, hold on a minute, let me think. Well, that's me, because sovereignty is so Vern, right? Yeah, this is a good joke. I like it. 7 Hermetic principles. Now, these principles are really beneficial to understand because they kind of show you what a lot of these religions are doing and what is going on in a general sense, because these 7 Hermetic principles are principles of inherent truths in nature. The first one, mentalism. All is mind. The universe is mental. So imagination, it starts in here and then projects out there. And when I think mental, I also think elemental, right? That's a good one. The principle of vibration. Nothing rests, everything moves, everything vibrates. True story. The principle of correspondence. As above, so below. As below, so above. As within, so without. As without, so within. This is good, which is true as well. The principle of polarity. Everything is dual. It has poles or opposites. Opposites are identical in nature, but different in degree. The principle of rhythm. Everything flows out and in. Everything has its tides. All things rise and fall. The pendulum swings. The principle of cause and effect. Every cause has its effect. Every effect has its cause. Everything happens according to law. The principle of gender. Gender is in everything. Gender has its masculine and feminine principles. A good example is a light socket. You know, you take the light bulb, screw it in. It's got the receptive and the thing that you put in it. Okay. So now, hopefully this has been like somewhat of an illumination for you. Illumination is shining some light on it, you know, giving a little bit of clarification on what is going on here. I'm a Gemini with a Virgo moon. So Gemini's keyword is enlightened. Anyways, and Virgo's mastery, attention to details, lots of details here. Throw light, make bright, light up, set off, illustrate, on into, light, brightness, act. Now, this is good. Intellectual enlightenment. Action of lighting. It's illumination. We do it. That back there is the monad. Back there, the Mercury. And we create, once we create the illumination, we can create the luminosity, which is the luminous quality, intrinsic brightness of a celestial object. Quality of being luminous, splendor, the intensity of light and a color, intrinsic brightness of a heavenly body. Heavenly body, huh? Luminous. You can be luminous too, like, you can be this, you can do it too. Full of shedding light, bright or shining, especially in the dark. And it's a dark, dark world, so give it a shot.